What's concerning to me, I was looking at the airspeeds. The airspeeds of the aircraft before, about 15 minutes before this rapid descent at 3,400 feet per second per minute, the airspeed declined very sharply and then came back up again. So there's something that occurred about 15 to 20 minutes before the accident that gives me some concern. Then it went up to about 450 to 500 knots, and then there was a slight depression again in the airspeed. Now, it's very concerning to me because the altitude remained the same at this point. Now, when the airspeed continued to stay stable, but the aircraft then descended. So it's very confusing right now as to what could have possibly happened. There's not a lot of explanations for this other than some kind of engine failure or engine trouble at this point.
We know that the airplane descended from 38,000 to 24,000 feet over the course of, say, 7 minutes mid-flight. Obviously very unusual. You're saying that 15 minutes prior to that, from what you're seeing, that the airspeed declined very rapidly. What might that mean?
Well, it would mean to me that there was either one of two things. Either intentionally the aircraft had pulled back its power, which is kind of common, actually, after you reach cruising altitude to pull your power back because you're at max thrust takeoff during the takeoff period. But then after that, you pull it back. But that's not where this occurred. This occurred much during the actual climb itself. So it wasn't after it stabilized. It was during the climb itself that there was a rapid airspeed decrease and back up again. So if you look at the graph, there's a sharp spike in it that says, hey, we slowed down, and it was pretty significant. It was about 50 or 60 knots just within just a minute or two, and then back up again. So that indicates to me that there was some kind of either intentional move to reduce the power, or there was some kind of mechanical failure that caused it to do that. Of course, it's very speculative at this point, but the airspeed is a prime indicator of something going wrong.